The holidays are upon us, and for us, that means a change in our homeschool schedule. I'm going to share it with you. Stick around. Welcome to the channel. My name is Morgan here at The Life of Tillmans. If this is your first time, welcome. I am so happy to have you here in this space. I hope that while you're here, you find everything that you need, love, and enjoy right here on the channel. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, click that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you do not miss any of the videos uploaded on the channel. If you've been with me before, welcome back. I am very happy to share with you all this topic of homeschool holiday schooling. Basically, that's what it is. This is an open collaboration that is being hosted by Abby over at Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. If you have not visited their channels, please go and do so. Those ladies are a wealth of information. I will link the playlist down below with all of those participating in this collaboration. You will get an opportunity to see how tons of amazing homeschool families homeschool during the holidays. So if you are even thinking about changing up your schedule at all, check out those videos in the playlist once you've watched mine so that you can have everything you need if you're deciding to change things up and make it work for your household. Homeschool schedules change for us during the holidays. In the past, I have not done much changes. Last year, we did change up our schedule a little bit, but prior to that, we just did regular. We did what I call the public school holiday schooling. You take the week of Thanksgiving off, you take 2 weeks off in December and maybe 1 week into January, and you are back at it. Last year, we extended that a little bit and we did about 2.5 or 3 weeks. We did 3 weeks in December, 2 weeks in November, and then we took the first few days of January off. However, my eyes have been opened up to so much. I felt that last year, we spent a little bit more time trying to do all of the things that we wanted to do, all of the extra activities, and it got really overwhelming. And not to mention that the holidays can be overwhelming anyway. There are so many different things going on. There are parties, and you could also have birthdays. We have a lot of birthdays around this time of year in our family. There are family gatherings, there's travel, not to mention you're adding on homeschool. If you are entertaining, you have people coming over, there's lots of cooking, present buying, shopping, everything, and all of the extra activities that you may want to do that are only here at this time of year. So for me, it warrants a change in schedule, not to eliminate homeschool, but to make room for those things that bring us so much joy. This time of year, for most people, brings on really good feelings of like happiness and joy, and it just feels different than any other time of the year. There also are people who the holidays are not the best. It brings on sadness and pain and just struggles. I believe that in this time of year, this is a time for us to really sit back and do what we want. Basically, do what we want to do, how we want to do it, and enjoy it the best way that we possibly can according to our own guidelines. To me, that makes for the best holidays ever. Setting those boundaries, especially around this time of year when you have so many different things that are pushing on your boundaries. Being able to set those boundaries the way that you want to do it brings so much joy in our lives. I'm going to share with you guys how our schedule is going to be changing up and why I'm changing it up, because we simply need a change of pace. It feels different. Like I said before, this time of year just feels different for us. And I want to change it up to where we're having a good time. We're still learning, but we're also able and have the freedom to participate and do some of the other things that we are interested in our lives that are only here around this time of year. Also, when we step into the holidays, a lot of people do reflection. This is a time where you sit back and you think, what has this year brought me? What have I gained? What have I lost that I didn't need to have? The joys, the pains, the growth, everything. A time of reflection. I have talked about reflection in previous videos before, but if we don't sit back and give ourselves an opportunity to really reflect, then how do we know where we're going, what our goals are, and why we're setting those goals if we don't ever look back and say, These are some things that I want to change or make better or whatever it is. It's a growth process. We go through seasons in life just like there are seasons in a year. And these seasons in life require us to do some reflection. And it seems that this time of year, when we're really trying to hold on to all of the joyous moments and family and friends and activities and things like that, this is the perfect time to reflect on our lives. Okay, you want to know what's the plan? The short of it, I don't have a plan. I really don't have a specific laid out plan. However, I do know exactly what we're going to be doing and the reasons why. So stick around. Don't give up on me yet, okay? I don't have a detailed plan, and I know that some people look for that. But the first thing is my 2 subjects will stay. They always are here, which is math and language arts. We will continue math and language arts. We will ditch lots of other things. The reason why we're continuing math and language arts is for my household, those are foundational subjects. They are core things that I do not want us to rest on. It is the same for us in the summer. We continue with math and language arts in the summertime in some form. How we're going to be continuing math and language arts, that is what will be changing for our homeschool during the holidays. We are not likely at all to pull out our traditional math and language arts, meaning teaching textbooks, Saxon math. That's what my girls are using. Also our master books curriculum. We will probably not pull those out. If we do, it will be very, very sporadic. What are we going to be doing for math and language arts? Hands-on everything. We're going to be doing cooking. I have interactive workbooks and Lip the Flat books, online math and language arts material, and tons of games. I could not possibly show you all of the resources that we will be using for math and language arts. However, I am going to do a part 2 to this video, which is going to show you quite a few of the resources that we will be using, but we will just be doing games and playing around and doing workbooks, lots of cooking, because during the holidays, we do lots of cooking. Why not turn that cooking into math lessons? It's perfect. Language arts, we have a lot of language arts games that we'll be using that help the girls with parts of speech and forming sentences. And it's really just fun material. So our math and language arts will continue. However, it will look a lot different than what it normally does for our homeschool year. And with that, we will also be adding in more crafts. And some of those crafts will also be related to math and language arts. We will be doing an Advent study. I will share with you what we will be using for our Advent study. Very excited about what I've chosen, and it took me a while to figure it out, but excited to share that with you as well. Lots of crafts and activities outside of our home. So our homeschool days will not be the same. We will not be here in this space from 8 o'clock to noon. We will be moving around. We will be leaving our home. We will be in our kitchen. We will be sprawled out on the floor in our living room. And we will also be reading more of our holiday themed books. So we're talking Christmas books, Advent studies, gifting to people, just what it really means to take in the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the new year. Another thing that we will be keeping that we are currently doing now is our My Father's World curriculum. We will continue that, which covers geography, science, and Bible. Will we do it according to the schedule? No. But the reason why we're keeping it is because when I sat down and talked to my girls about how we were going to change up our holiday homeschooling, they were like, please don't take it away. We want to keep My Father's World. If you take anything else, you can take anything else, but don't take My Father's World away. As a result, we're keeping it. I mean, when your children beg to keep a curriculum, you literally just have to do it. You can't take it away. We're enjoying it. It's really, really fun for us. Lots of interactive activities to do. So we're just going to keep it. We're going to have that as a part of it. It does not take up much time of our day either, but I'm excited about the changes. It's going to be a really good change of pace. And I don't know, this may bring on something completely different when we start 2022. We may keep this whole vibe going, But that is what we will do for our holiday schedule. We will do our math and language arts. However, it will look completely different. We may dabble just a tiny bit into our current, what we do, traditional books of teaching textbooks, Sax and math, but majority of it will be games. We will also add in crafts. We have our Advent. We will do our My Father's World, which covers geography, science, and Bible. Okay, think on this. If you are like me and you feel that you need to feel like you accomplished something throughout your day and have some form of proof that you did something, that your children learned something. We all know that life skills are an amazing part of growth and learning. However, when you're doing all of these games and things like that, for me, I simply, at the end of the day, I write down everything that we did. What games we played, what cooking we did, if we went by a recipe, specifics, what the girls learned. I keep that in my planner for my personal record so that I know during this time we had fun, but I want to keep track of what we did. And I will also like star or differentiate in some form of things that the girls really enjoyed versus some that they were kind of like, meh, because that will help me just to reorganize things and know that maybe this game didn't work. I do have some new ones, that maybe this game didn't work, or doing this activity this way, it would have been done better this way. I'm just a note type of person so that I can reflect, go back and look at that and see what worked for us and what didn't. So if you are anything like that, I encourage you, get you out a piece of paper at the end of your day, keep all of the activities that you guys have done, write it all down, narrative form, so that you know what you did, what worked, what didn't work, so that you can plan for the future. And not only will our homeschool schedule be changing during the holidays, our extracurricular activity schedule also changes. We have dance recitals coming up. We have more tournaments for basketball, but those things will also end at a certain time. You know, we won't have those for the week of Thanksgiving, and they usually stop the second week of December. So not only will we change up our homeschool schedule, but our extracurricular activity schedule will change as well, which is a really good thing because we have a lot of extracurriculars that go on in our evenings, but those schedules will look different, which will free up some of our evenings for us to do some of the winter activities that go on here in our city that we have not had an opportunity to dive into. In recap, math, language arts, it's going to look completely different. I'm going to bring you guys a day in the life as well, because I think that that's really important for people to be able to put their eyes on how the day actually flows. Also, another video coming up that will give you a majority of the resources that we're going to be using that will look different. So all of our games and activity books, things like that we'll use for math and language arts, but that will be our sole focus, along with our My Father's World curriculum, which takes us maybe about 30 to 45 minutes a day. That is it. Cooking, and most importantly, we are just going to have fun and enjoy our holiday season. I hope this video was helpful for you. Don't forget, check out the playlist so that you can see how tons of other homeschool families will be homeschooling during the holidays. I also want to thank Abby and Jessica for this collaboration, the Homeschool Show and Tell. Click on the playlist down below so that you can see it all. Don't forget, while you're here, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you right back here at the Life of Tillmans for another video next time. Bye.